and welcome. Thank you so much for taking a moment out of your day to spend with me. I'm Joy, and I'd like to take a quick moment to extend a warm welcome to all the new subscribers. It is my sincere hope that you find something here that resonates with you, as well as inspires you as you continue on your journey. To all the returning subscribers, the family, welcome back. Today, I'd like to take a moment to talk to you about loneliness after narcissistic abuse. A common feeling that is experienced by most survivors of narcissistic abuse is loneliness and emptiness. Once the dust settled after I discarded the narcissist and the numbness wore off, I felt so incredibly lonely. There was a deep emptiness, not just in my heart and in my life, but in my soul too. It was as though there was nothing left to look forward to in life anymore. And just like the pain of the discard after narcissistic abuse is so difficult to process, so is the loneliness. I believe they go hand in hand. After the discard happens, and it doesn't matter who discards who, it is still painful. And at times it feels as though the only way to get over the pain of that loneliness and emptiness is to reach back out to the narcissist. The cruelty of the reality of the illusion seems so insignificant to the desire of just silencing the loneliness. Any breadcrumb will be enough. I had to remind myself several times during this process, and now I want to remind you. That raggedy, dusty, no good narcissist manipulated you the entire duration of the one-sided relationship. It was nothing more than a game to them. Part of this game evolves around your involuntary membership in the narcissistic love cult, the harem. This is where you find out that along with you, other victims were nothing more than objects to fuel this empty joker. All the while, you relinquish the very best parts of yourself. This is all the narcissists plan to keep you addicted and pining for their attention after the discard. This is what the membership of the love cult looks like. It is all part of the illusion. Let's not forget that on the surface, narcissistic abuse is psychological abuse. And taking it a step further, this is spiritual warfare. This is where the narcissist siphons your soul. It is a calculated move that is played by the narcissist throughout this one-sided relationship. The purpose of this is to deplete your soul so much so that you will not resist the narcissist. You will accept a hover and remain part of their harem. The narcissist needs you. And so they groom you to want to know everything about them after the discard. What are they doing? And who are they doing it with? And why are they doing it with them and not her and not me? Why that person? Why am I not good enough? The narcissist leaves nothing to chance. And when I say that they are out to siphon your soul, I mean that. Think about it. The entire relationship was one-sided, and you are led into an illusion that your self-worth and identity is validated by the narcissist and through them only. Let's park here for a moment. The narcissist, like we know, is a shell of a person void of any semblance of warmth, and they actually have the nerve to think that they are the ones who are qualified to validate you, and they must be the source of your validation. How twisted is that? They have no identity or self-worth at all. That's why they're siphoning your soul. And so for them to think they're the ones who validate you, that's lies, trash, and garbage. You were manipulated into serving their needs even long after the discard. Yes, the loneliness is real. So is the emptiness. However, you can heal from it. It's not a pain-free journey, however. If you embrace the process and give it your all, you can and will recover. One thing that I learned about this during my recovery phase was that the loneliness and the emptiness had absolutely nothing to do with a narcissist. I told myself repeatedly that I had nothing in common with a narcissist, and I am saying that to you now. You have nothing in common with that narcissist at all. Oh, Joy, you don't know how close we were, how in love we were, how much we had in common. Is that what you're thinking? I used to tell myself that too. That was my best friend, the love of my life. That is what they want you to believe. I had to train myself to remember that none of it was real at all. Well, only my feelings. Your feelings were real, but not the narcissist's. Let me remind you again, you have nothing in common with the narcissist, and therefore the loneliness and emptiness is no more than an illusion. Light and darkness have nothing in common at all. Again, I have nothing in common with a narcissist. It is my firm belief that the loneliness and emptiness is real. It is a deep desire from our innermost parts for us to reconcile within ourselves. It is your soul crying out to you to feed it what it needs so that it can heal and sustain itself. The narcissist was out to siphon your soul, and it's in your soul where your mind enables you to think, reason, consider. Your mind functions from there. Your emotions are processed through your soul: happiness, sadness, anger, emptiness, even loneliness. Your soul is your mind and body, your personality. Remember, the narcissist was out to siphon your soul, and that's why the loneliness and the emptiness cut so deep that you feel it in the depths of your soul. The loneliness is the need for you to reconnect with yourself. It has nothing to do with the narcissist. It has nothing to do with them. It's time. It's time to take your focus off the narcissist. Yes, I know. It's easier said than done. Remember, I had to walk this walk too. However, if you are consistent and you do it, it will get easier. The trauma bond, that's a soul tie that needs to be broken. Cognitive dissonance needs to be disrupted so that you will be able to fully engage in your own journey. Those two things, they keep you addicted, and the narcissist knew this. It was necessary for the narcissist to create an environment for trauma bonds as well as cognitive dissonance to breed. You see, breaking an addiction is not easy and it's not fast. So do not expect this to be any different. You cannot put a timestamp to it, and no two journeys will be identical. But it's time. It's time to bring you back into focus. Surround yourself with people who genuinely love and cherish you. I used to hang out with my dad all the time. The people who uplift and encourage you. Rediscover some of your hobbies. Sadly, for a lot of us, the relationship is always focused on the narcissist's wants and needs, that we barely can do anything that we love and enjoy. So dive back into those hobbies. Try something new. I started knitting, and I found that to be so relaxing. The narcissist will make you believe that nobody likes you or can be as good to you as they are. That is all lies, trash, and garbage. People really like you already for who you are. Your self-esteem is an inside job, but that can be boosted by spending time around family and friends. And that happens by you allowing them to pour love into you, by simply being yourself. You don't have to be anyone else, just be you. Nothing more and nothing less. The narcissist wanted to isolate you so that they could strip away your identity. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. Allow time to be your friend. Remember that there will be good and bad days. It's all part of the process. Do what makes you happy. Look for ways to serve your community. If it's volunteering, then do that. Now is not the time to think about a new relationship, and don't seek someone to help you get over the narcissist. That won't end well. And by saying someone, I mean you also cannot drink this away. You cannot smoke it away. You cannot sex that feeling away. You cannot sleep that feeling away. You cannot eat it. You have to allow yourself the opportunity to go through the process. You don't stay in that, you don't stay in that position, but you go through. It's part of the journey. It's part of the chapter. Every day you get up, you are turning the page. You are turning the page further and further away from the narcissist. Eventually, it will get easier. Set small goals for yourself and focus on them. Celebrate those small victories where possible. Go no contact where you can. And if you cannot, go limited contact and gray rock. Keep moving forward. You will never get the old version of yourself back. I just want to let you know that. But if you continue to go through the process, you will be introduced to a new and better version of yourself. Remember, your happiness is your own responsibility. Overcoming the loneliness and emptiness after narcissistic abuse is your responsibility. Do everything that you can to restore your soul, because that's where the pain is coming from. Because remember, I've said this so many times, the narcissist was out to siphon your soul, and that's why you are so stripped and depleted. But you are the one with the upper hand. You are the one who can put your foot down and say, it stops here, and bring the focus back to yourself. I hope that this makes sense to you. This is everything that I used to tell myself as I was going through this process. And it's like I said earlier, it's not easy, but it is so well worth it. So until the next video, take care of yourself and take care of each other.